In today's session, we're going to cover our dynamic application forms. Our dynamic application forms are used during your onboarding process to determine which form the merchant or customer need to fill in and what required information you're going to collect and supporting documents associated with it. To get started, we're going to go to application, registration forms. This is where we're going to see the list of the current application forms that I already have configured. Some are for merchant profiles and some are for customers. If I open this one up, I will see a list of all the available parameters you have to include within your form, from processing history, UBO information, directors, and many more, over hundreds of parameters available for you to collect during the onboarding process. You can see here that every form has the option to be visible or mandatory on the screen, meaning that if it's visible, it's going to be a part of the application form itself. And mandatory makes it when the customer or the merchant comes to apply and submit that application form, will prevent him from doing so until he fill out all the mandatory information. Let me clear that during the application process, he can save the information as he progresses during the flow. He doesn't have to finish everything at once, but the two-step process allows you to keep in mind what is mandatory and what is not. For every application form, there's also the required document section that allows you to set which document you wish to collect during that application process. And you can see that each provider for the KYC, KYB has its identifier for the different form itself. Bear in mind and make sure that each form that you're collecting is appropriate for your relevant KYC, KYB provider. Now, probably asking yourself, can I differentiate which application form is being set for each merchant? So, of course, that the manual process always available. If you create a merchant and you want them to start the process, under the merchant profile, you can set the relevant application. The different option is to go to settings, brand management, and configure under your parent company, which is the base entity, as described in different videos. You can set here what is the default application form, one for customers and one for merchants. To see a more elaborate way to set the dynamic application forms, you can see our video about a onboarding rules engine that allows you to set custom rules on which application form will be applied in every different scenario on that part. Now, to see the application form in action, let's go through the onboarding process. We're going to go to our banking portal, choose a corporate account, and register now. This gives us a short application form, the beginning of the application process. So we can do demo 2 incorporated website, demo2.com. But put in a UK number, the country, let's go with United Kingdom. Business type, you can create your business type depending on your onboarding flows under Data Manager in business types. But then I'm going to select ecom here. I'm going to do demo2 at demo.com, username, demo something something, and I'm going to set the password as per our guidelines and agree to the terms and condition. Once I click register, the system analyzes this basic application form and decides if we need to set authentication or not. I'm going to open my Google Authentication app. I'm going to click add, scanning the QR. Just got my two-factor authentication code. I can let the system know that I've done this and going to enter my code and verify. This will log us in for the first time, and since the application process hasn't begun yet, it will tell us, welcome to the platform, let's begin our application. It will take us to our onboarding portal, automatically redirecting him, no need to log in again, and then gives him the application form as per what we configured before. We have here all the information we wish to collect, all the different general information, company, ultimate beneficiary owners, directors, financial information, so on, a section for uploading the supporting documents, and signatory details, including the ability to actually sign. Every time I click save, that updates the application process. And you can see that in the back office. And when he creates the application, then we validate all the mandatory information. And once that has been submitted, then we go through the flow. If a KYC, KYB provider is configured, then it will send the data to that provider in order to finalize. If it's not configured yet, you can analyze yourself and later on from the back office decide to click a button and push it on that part. Further information about how we handle the data and what we do after the fact, this is for the second video about our onboarding rules engine that will cover all those different configurations. Thank you for watching.